What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy TeKRaJ, and I'm back for another player review. Now, this one actually has been recommended to me for a few weeks now, pretty much since that new batch of signature players came out, but I've been saying no over and over. People have been telling me to add him to the bomb squad and put him at the position where my Brandon Cooks is right now. Now, it's 95 overall Emmanuel Sanders. He has 96 speed, 97 catch, 95 elusiveness, 98 spec catch, 89 release, 96 route running, 95 catch in traffic with a 96 jump. Now, he's only 5'11", which is the reason why I wasn't that excited for him. He also only had 96 speed, which if I'm going to have as my slot speedster guy, it's not going to be what I'm kind of looking for. But now, all those other stats are pretty amazing whenever you look at them. So the thing also as well, as far as his traits, he doesn't have the clutch rating, and he only has 40 run blocks. So the clutch rating means that in the fourth quarter, he's not going to get that boost if the game is close or if they're behind. Okay. As far as covers the ball trait, he does brace for all hits. He doesn't fight for extra yards, but then he doesn't drop open passes. It says he doesn't make sideline catches, even though I didn't notice that. But the cool thing is that he gives +2 catch to your entire team whenever he's on the field. So that's always great. Now, comparing him against the Brandon Cooks, though, Brandon Cooks is faster, has 4 speed better, but in pretty much all the other stats, you're going to get better stats from Emmanuel Sanders. It's going to be the same situation for the season's veterans, Santana Moss, which a lot of you guys have recommended. And then he absolutely smokes Campus Heroes Percy Harvin in a side-by-side. Now, another person you guys have requested is Steve Smith, the flashback Steve Smith. And Steve Smith just has better catch and catch in traffic. That's pretty much it. So we're going to put him at that number 2 wide receiver spot, which is usually where I put my burner. And we're going to see how he does with my bomb squad plays and just overall as a wide receiver. Now, the first thing I noticed is that route running is pretty nasty. There's going to be very few cornerbacks that are going to be able to really hang with him. Another thing I kind of had issues with is his release. His release wasn't all that great. He tends to get bumped at the line, which was an issue, so I had to put him in motion amongst other things. Now, here's another thing. 96 speed isn't that big of a difference from all of the new defensive backs that you have out there. That's why I said it's not that much in speed. So a lot of the plays that you'll use either on 4 verticals, PA draw shots, etc., people are going to catch up. Now, where he does excel is, like, for example, this play right there was against a cover 2. So what he's good at, since he has high awareness and high route running, is that he's usually going to find like that pocket in the zone to get to on his routes, whether you notice it or not. So that definitely made up for a lot of things. But for example, if you notice on this play right here, yes, he caught it all over people, but he wasn't really like burning them deep. So that became an issue when somebody was actually using those routes or he was getting spotlighted. But whenever it came, like I said, to man-on-man situations, he was pretty amazing. Now let's talk about animations. As far as animations go, he got great animation. That's why I was really confused with that make sidelines catches trait, because I consistently got good animations. And then like C routes and stuff like that, even though they're already OP regardless of the route running, it was just pretty devastating. Especially out routes like you see there. And then the juke moves is the next thing I wanted to get to. His jukes were nasty, fam. Anytime he was out in the open, you could rest assured that he was pretty much going to dominate. Also, because of how elusive he is after, like, anytime you caught anything with him, any run after the catch situation you were in, you were going to have some success. Now, as far as all of the drawbacks that I have been giving you, the reason why they weren't that big of an issue is because this card is pretty much going for around 97,000 coins. That Brandon Cooks is still well over 300,000. So what you basically get is a pretty good all-around receiver that's going to have pretty good jump to make up for how short he is. He also has really good route running. And that speed is still going to be good against a lot of defensive backs out there. It's just if you're getting up in there as far as like, you know, like all Madden second string, all Madden first string, even all pro first string, all those things like that, you're gonna notice that people are gonna catch up with him. Even right here, he barely made that catch. And once again, if my opponent had used Will Hill, that would have been an interception. Now, a lot of you guys don't really run deep bomb plays. You call a lot of out routes, post routes, things of that nature, even drag routes. He's gonna be amazing in those because his acceleration and all those other things are always gonna be coming into play and giving you great results. So what is my opinion? I'm not gonna be replacing my Brandon Cooks with him yet. I probably won't replace that Brandon Cooks until I get that 99 overall Odell Beckham Jr., to be honest with you. And then I can actually go to the receiving core that I'm shooting for here in the next week or so, which is UL Calvin, UL Dez, and then 99 Odell Beckham Jr. But anyway, go ahead and like if you're liking the player reviews. Subscribe if you're new. And tune into the stream tonight where I will be debuting a certain 99 overall running back that I've been looking for a while. Peace. Because people want a running back that plays with that just aggressive, nasty style that AP plays with, man. And definitely here, he does play with that style. I just felt like he was a violent runner, similar to what he was like in real life. It's really cool to see a player that is this short, and you can see it on this run, just beast this way, man. I mean, he just reminded me like of a little Mighty Mouse. And then once he hit open field, guys, he was gone. This happened on a regular basis.